In this video, I'll show you how you can light up these sawdust or wood chip firewood logs or briquettes. So the way most people actually light them up is by using a firewood for the first time and starting the fire with regular firewood instead of these. That's what a lot of people actually do. However, I don't really bother it, as I have found a decent way how you can light them without that. Also, there is a second kind of firewood log that it's much easier to light up, and they usually come with hole that's also pre-filled with some kind of I don't know, some kind of substance that catches fire very easily in the middle. Also, these you can quite easily break apart with just finger and makes lighting them much easier. So what I usually do is take these round ones and break them apart in very small chunks like this, and we'll use these to actually start the fire. However, I use really these square ones, as they are cheaper than these ones to basically heat the house. So the easiest way to lighten is place two of these like this and take a third one and place it like that. But before doing this, make sure to fill up basically the space with kindling, maybe some cardboard, and those broken up shards of these. So I got very small kindling sticks, also some cardboard strands, and this is very good actually. And also you can use basically fire starters as well, such as these. So you take one, basically you can tear it apart a bit, small chunks like this, and place it inside as well. So I like to basically place inside the hole a mixture of these things, so it will burn for some time and catch fire on the logs basically. Okay, so I filled up my hole basically, and there's not that much material. So why do you need to use a mixture of these things? Because these don't really catch fire very easily. Even these small chunks, they don't really catch fire very easily, and they don't create a huge fire basically. They burn very slowly. That's why we need this kindling basically, as that will catch fire fairly fast and also burn for some time. Then cardboard, it obviously catches fire extremely fast and spreads the fire basically very well. And I stuff in these fire starters. They're basically wooden dust with paraffin wax soaked in. So I basically put much to these, and they start burning, and they don't really extinguish, and it takes time to catch fire on all of these. So these are quite useful, and they're very cheap as well. One small piece like this, it costs around 2 cents maybe, or even 1 cent if you purchase in bulk. So it only really costs like 1 or 2 cents every time to light it, and very useful indeed. And then finally take the third piece and put it like that, so it's standing on that. When this starts burning, it will basically catch everything on fire, and this will stay in the place like that for some time. Make sure it's resting on both sides here, so because this will burn up very fast, and yeah, it needs maybe around 10 minutes to properly catch on fire. So make sure it's properly set and it won't fall over as you burn it. Then take match and put it on fire, and it will start burning. As you see, it starts burning and spreading pretty fast. Also make sure your air supply is fully open, so there's a lot of air. Actually, what I like to do is leave the door a bit open, so there's a good airflow, because we need to establish the draft first. If we should fully close the door, not much oxygen will get there, and it will start burning very slowly, and it might even extinguish because there's basically no draft established. Once we have the draft going, we can close the door. Okay, almost 5 minutes have passed, and as you see, okay, so as you see, it has started to catch on fire on the sides already and on the up as well. Here it took almost 5 minutes for it to start catching fire, and yeah, these things, they're very hard to light up basically, and this way is basically the only reliable way I can light them up every single time. You can maybe use only kindling as well if you don't want to purchase two kinds of briquettes and stuff like that. So just kindling is fine really as well, but you need quite a lot of it since it needs to burn for some time, and it obviously takes some time to make these. So I find using these, as you can split stuff very fast, and using a bunch of cardboard to fill up the space also works good. And yep, so starts to burn. As you see, it's a very slow process. Okay, it has been a bit over 10 minutes, and as you see, it has properly caught fire. And you can probably see the importance of this structure, why you need two like that and third like that, because the bottom ones basically light up the top one from both sides, and yeah, the fire is pretty confined, and the top one basically, as you see, it's set up on fire very well. Again, these are very hard to light up, and this is the pretty much only reliable method I have found with this structure. Okay, it's burning pretty good now, and really the only negative thing with these firewood logs is that they take quite a lot of time to start producing heat. So for example, in the morning, if you are trying to get some heat, it will take at least half an hour to start getting some proper heat. And yeah, with firewood you can get heat in maybe 10 minutes or even less. So that's really the only negative about these things. Anyway, if this was helpful, make sure to hit the like button. And again, you can fill that hole with pretty much anything you got. It doesn't have to be that those fire starters or stuff like that. It can be just kindling. Yeah. No, and as you saw, the importance of the structure. So it only fell over right now. But it's obviously okay since it's burning now pretty good. Anyway, see you.